So in, I think, April of 2019, I did a thing, and this next speaker was there, but we didn't meet there. We met weeks later at another thing that I did, because I did a lot of things. My family hates that I do so many things. And she told me she was a writer, and she handed me her book, and she was interested in the project and the work that I was doing, and then, you know, we exchanged information, and again, I hear from a lot of people, and I think, okay, well, when they're ready, they'll come. Well, she just kept showing up, and kept showing up, and I kept reaching out and saying, come, 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 be a part, be a part, be a part. And then she showed up in class, and then she agreed to do this, and my God, does she have a story. And her book is so amazing. And I have grown to just, my mind is blown. And we talk about race, and we talk about social issues, and we challenge one another. And it's just, it's a lot. And we're a lot. And together we're like an extra lot. So I have to get off the stage so that Amber Maiden can come up here. Come on.
Hello. You guys, I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now because these are my buddies over here. I think they have done an amazing job. I've seen these stories go through vision and revision to revision. And I'm just so happy right now because they rocked it, they kicked it. So now I gotta do it. Okay, so I wrote this for my brother, Orion, for my family, and for all of you. It's called Ho'oponopono for Orion. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. Well, you see, they got the bipolo. And the bipolo rides them kind of hard. This is how Joe, my sister's boyfriend, describes my family to third-party observers when they want to know why. Just why is it that on more than one occasion, members of my family have been yelling, screaming, fighting in the middle of the street, and police will be called, and guns will be drawn, and it will be a scene, and any one of us could be playing the lead. We take turns. We run the bipolar relay. I accidentally slipped the magic baton to my little sis Ayat. She sidestepped Orion, and she passed it to our younger brother Jordan, and then Jordan passed it to our baby brother Evan, and he's not even supposed to have the bipolar because he's got a different dad. And he's gay. Like, isn't that enough for him to contend with? Doesn't matter. He runs the bipolar relay 2. He takes that bipolar magic baton. He flips a bit, he passes it to me, and I take it, and I run far and fast and furious with it because I don't want Orion to get it because he can't carry it, and we will all lose. My official diagnosis is bipolar 2, and that is less stigmatizing than the full-blown bipolar, but I get manic rarely. But when I do, that's a trip. But most often, I get depressed. And it's like my brain just turns off. And why wouldn't it? I mean, do you see what I see? My shrink tells me, I see too much, I hear too much, I read too much, I learn too fast, I take it all in, and my mind just spins, and sometimes it breaks and crashes under the weight. Just look at this world around you. I wonder, how do people stay sane? Orion can't. But maybe there's hope. Did you hear about that Hawaiian doctor, Dr. Lin? He cured an entire ward of criminally insane patients using this technique known as Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. It's a Hawaiian prayer, and Dr. Lin looked over his patient's files and he prayed continuously, repeatedly, and that act alone supposedly cured all of those people. I mean, it sounds impossible, right? But what if it's true? Daddy. Let's talk about my daddy. Huge personality, freakishly high IQ, and full-blown bipolar, undisputedly crazy, but my mom always said crazy like a fox. I grew up in a household that was violent and emotionally unstable. You're such a dumb bitch. My father said that to my mother so passionately and so often. I never questioned the veracity of that statement. But actually, my mom is quite intelligent. She graduated from Smith College, and that's not an easy school. But she didn't stop there. She divorced my dad. She decided to go to law school. She became a judge, only to discover that all the women judges were paid 50% less than all the male judges. She brought a lawsuit, and she won. My mom is a beast, but you'll never see her coming. You'll never see her coming because she moves in this passive-aggressive, Lucy Charlie Brown, snatch that football every time sort of way. My mom is her survivor. She's a survivor of a survivor of a survivor, and so am I. You can't kill me. Well, you can try. Okay. All right, this is hard. This is a hard part. I want to talk about Orion. This baby boy was named after a constellation, Orion the Hunter. He chased the seven sisters until they turned into stars in the Pleiades. I was 8 when he was born. And until then, it was just me and my sister. Just the girls. Orion was absolutely the delight of my father's life. Once he was born, I no longer mattered. That was just a fact. None of us, not my mom, not my baby sis, mattered as much as this little baby boy. And you might think that I resented this, but I didn't. It was fish water. It was all that I knew. It's fine. It's cool. When he was a toddler, I would have to carry him everywhere. And I would complain to my father, I want him to walk because he's heavy. And my dad would say, he ain't heavy, he's your brother. If only I could carry my brother to safety. If only I had a back and shoulders and hips that strong, I would do it. I swear I would. I hate being called a bitch. But I'll call myself a bitch, I'll do it in jest, and I'll be like, God, I am such a bitch. And it's a shield. It's a badge of honor. It's, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. You don't want none of this. I am such a bitch. And my brother, Orion, knows this about me. Why do I say this? Is it self-hatred? Is it sexism? Is it misogyny? Is it my own insanity? I don't know. But I know this much is true. When Orion called me up, screaming and cursing and calling me all kinds of bitches and saying all kinds of irrational things that made no sense. Oh, he was pressing my buttons. He was pressing my buttons. And then the house, toaster smashed, flat as paper. Can you imagine the strength? Every window in pieces, all the mirrors, even my silver Buddha head that he knew I loved, just in pieces. The bat, the mace, the guns, the police on the scene, 6 cars deep. Me screaming in the streets like a fucking lunatic. How could you do this to me? And him just walking around in circles. And for months, I was so angry. I was so angry with Orion and myself because the misogyny, the viciousness of the attack, this deep betrayal, and there is a part of myself saying to myself, you dumb bitch. How did you not see this coming? How did you really think you were going to escape this attack in this racist, sexist America? I made mistakes. I could have done better. I could have listened more, been more aware. My mom made mistakes. My dad made mistakes. Many mistakes. In this racist, sexist America, all the people in collusion drove my brother crazy. He didn't just end up there for no reason. Then what can I do? This is America. I pick up the baton my brother dropped, knowing it weighs at least 1,000 pounds with the weight of generation upon generation of my family's sins: racism, sexism, slavery, misogyny, violence, insanity. And to all of that, and to all of those before me dealing with that, to my brother Orion, I say, I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you.